bye, 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 bye.
I know I'm a grifter, strong man. You could lick your hand and smack me in the nutsack. Thank God for Tesla, my Esla, and you, strong man.
Me, Lefebvre. It's getting better and better for me. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. We got some breaking freaking news with Tattooed Chef. That's right. Tattooed Chef's management finally submitted their Form 10Q, their quarterly financial report, to the Securities and Exchange Commission. And there was a very interesting statement in that report. And it wasn't even from the auditors. It was from Tattooed Chef's management themselves. What did Tattooed Chef's management say? They said they doubt that their company is going to survive. Tattooed Chef's management is telling you that they think they are likely to go bankrupt. Holy freaking crap. So we're going to go read this information. I'm going to show you the financial statements. I'm going to show you how fast they're burning their cash. And then I'm going to pose you a question. Are you continuing to buy the dip on Tattoo Nutsack? Or are you going to be a genius and maybe do something that'll protect what little wealth you have left after Jeremy Lefebvre convinced you to buy in? But before we do that, we got to do another Jeremy intro.
Oh, merry stock market. Oh, man. Woo!
Excuse me. Something in my throat. What is it? Let's go check out Tattooed Chef stock. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. See, most YouTubers, they just pull up the stock chart. They're like, well, see, it went down, so it's bad. I like to look at financials. And when you do that, you can prevent yourself from buying trash like this company. But just so we have a frame of reference, this stock has collapsed 44% in the last month. And I called it. Am I a genius? No. I have some training in accounting. I was able to look at the financial statements and quickly determine this company was going to go bankrupt unless they issued an insane amount of shares, which I think they're going to do very shortly. So this is Tattoo Trucker Sweaty Nutsacks Form 10Q. Now, there's two huge issues besides the financials that I have with this company. Let me make sure I'm sharing my screen. Yes, I am. There's two main issues. Number one, they have had to restate their financial statements. So here on their most recent 10Q, they're telling you why they had to restate their financial statements, okay? The problem with this company, you cannot trust their accounting. Their accountants, and by extension, their management is incompetent. If you can't trust the financial reports, how are you going to make an informed decision? Now, I'm not going to read through all of these. I've already done videos on this, but holy freaking crap. Management has screwed up so many times that nothing can be trusted. I don't even know if I should trust the numbers on this financial statement. But let's keep reading because this isn't really the bombshell. We already knew that Tattooed Chef's management sucks, right? Now, normally what happens is an auditor will come in and they'll do an audit on the, the annual financial statements of the company. And the auditors express an opinion. They aren't confirming 100% that everything on the financial statements are 100% accurate. The auditors give you assurance, reasonable assurance, that the numbers you're looking at are accurate. That's what the auditors do. Sometimes the auditors will leave a note in there where they look at the company and they say, I don't think this is going to survive. There's substantial doubt about this company's ability to continue as a going concern. A going concern is the assumption that a business entity is going to last forever. When there is substantial doubt about a business staying a going concern, that's what they're saying is the company is probably going to go bankrupt and it's probably not going to survive. However, this is not from the auditor, at least from what I can see. This is Tattooed Chef's management saying this. Going concern. As of September 30th, 2022, the company had total cash of $14 million. an accumulated deficit of $109 million. What does that mean? Well, they don't have a lot of cash. They've been burning cash hand over fist. And an accumulated deficit is their total losses, total gains and losses added up since the company's inception and put there in one number. Since this company has started operations, they have lost, on the accrual basis of accounting, $109 million. Holy freaking crap. Scott, you taking notes? For the 9 months ended September 30th, 2022, the company had a net loss of $86 million. So their losses are really starting to cascade now. Their losses are getting worse and worse and worse and worse as we go further and further into this inflationary time period. And net cash used in operating activities of $67 million. From their core business, they have burned $67 million of cash. Normally, a business should try to make money, should try to have positive cash flows from their operations. Tattooed Chef is burning cash hand over fist. And what happens when you run out of cash? Well, think about your personal life. You don't have any cash. You're spending more cash than you make. What's going to happen? Can you invest? Can you do things? No, you're going to go bankrupt. You're going to have to either take out debt or declare bankruptcy. That's what's happening to Tattooed Chef. It's actually really, really, really simple. Okay, here's what the company blames. The company's recent financial performance has been adversely impacted by inflation, marketing expenditures. Are they paying Jeremy? I don't know. He says they don't, so I'll take his word for it. On the Tattooed Chef brand investment, as well as moderate impact from the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Yes, Russia and Ukraine is the reason why nobody's buying a $5 Buddha bowl from Target. 100%. In addition, as disclosed, the company expanded its primary line of credit from $25 million to $40 million in August of 2022. And I guarantee you, by now, they've already tapped that line of credit out. The credit facility contains a financial covenant that requires the company to make a minimum negative $200 million of consolidated adjusted EBITDA for the trailing quarter ended September 30th. The company was not in compliance with the adjusted EBITDA minimum requirement as of the date these condensed statements were issued. Further, as disclosed in Note 14, $2.7 million of note payable and $1.8 million of note payable were not in compliance with the financial covenants. Ooh, boy. What does that mean? Well, when people borrow money or there's a bond issued or there's a credit facility issued, there's these things called covenants, which are like basically it's basically the contract of the debt issuance. And there's always going to be provisions in there where if the company doesn't meet certain requirements, the lender can call the debt. They can say, you better pay me back right now. Tattooed Chef has breached those covenants. They are not in compliance with the covenants. What does that mean? They may have to pay off all the debt right now, depending on the details of the covenants. What does that mean? Well, they don't have the cash to do that. And what do you do when you don't have the cash to do that? You're bankrupt. It's over, boyo. You can't pay back your debtors. Then the company goes into liquidation. What a disaster. In order to alleviate these conditions that may raise substantial doubt about the entity's ability to continue as a going concern, management plans to continue to closely monitor its operating forecast and pursue additional sources of outside capital. Who's going to lend to this crappy business? Who's going to lend to it? And if nobody can lend to it, what are they going to do? I don't know. Maybe issue shares? We'll see. If the company is unable to improve its operating results, obtain additional outside capital, and secure a waiver or avoid forbearance from the lender, if the company continues to remain unable to remain in compliance with the financial covenants, the company will have to make significant changes to its operating plan, such as delay and reduce marketing expenditures, reduce investments in new products, reduce its capital expenditures, reduce its sale and distribution infrastructure, or otherwise significantly reduce the scope of its business. So even if they don't go bankrupt, they're going to have to potentially significantly scale back. What's going to happen to that revenue, my avenue growth? Oh my God. Oh my Lord. This is so bad. While management believes the company will be able to secure additional outside capital, no assurances can be provided that such capital will be obtained. I don't trust the management. Furthermore, given the inherent uncertainties associated with the company's growth strategy, and as the company is currently not in compliance with the financial covenants, these uncertainties raise substantial doubt about the company's ability to continue as a going concern. Holy crap. Oh my God. Now let's go look at the financial statements. I already covered the balance sheet and the income statement. We know they had a massive loss. Let's go look at the statement of cash flows. The statement of cash flows shows what happened to their cash. Well, this is the 9 months ended. So like they said, they burned $67 million of cash in the last 9 months. Now, if we go over here to stockanalysis.com, assuming this is correct, they burned $17 million of cash in the last 3 months. $17 million. That's a slight improvement from the prior month, but remember, from the prior quarter, but they had to tap that credit line. And now they've breached the covenants. This is an absolute disaster. Oh my God. And anybody on YouTube, financial education, that promoted this hot freaking trash is a scumbag. It has no financial education. If you call yourself financial education and you promoted this hot garbage after it was obviously going to go bankrupt, I don't know what to tell you anymore. I mean, look at this. Negative cash flow, debt issued. They had to borrow $18 million. Once that option runs out, you're going to see a number right here the next quarter or the number after that. That's share issuance. And then this company is going to go the way of Very Good Food Company. Let's see if it's still on here. What happened to Very Good Food Company? Well, we looked at the statement of cash flows. We saw that they were burning insane amounts of cash. We saw they were going to run out of money. And since they were going to run out of money, what were they going to do? Well, if people weren't going to lend to them, they would have to issue more shares. And what happened to Very Good Food Company? Absolute obliteration. If you don't think Tattooed Chef can fall this low, if you really think it's the bottom, I don't know what to tell you. The bottom for Tattooed Chef is zero. Zero. You can lose 100% of your investment that you make right now on Tattooed Chef. That is my warning to you. And if you don't heed this warning, I don't know what to tell you anymore. Let's do some comments. This is glorious, 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 glorious. What? How? But they are so profitable, cash flow generative, and taking over the world. Wasn't this the Tesla of food? Somebody on YouTube said that. I don't know who did. Rip to Jeremy's $1 million or more investment. It's about to be like negative. He's about to lose 1.5 million or whatever he actually invested, because this thing can easily go to zero. Rico Lefebvre lost 1.25 million on Tattooed Chef in private and public account, I think. Well, now even more, 1.4 million. Oh my God. And now he's like, oh, can I have a confidant that'll tell me to not buy trash stocks? Yeah. He's going to attract more scammers. He's going to lose you more money. Is it me or are your subs going down? We need to show more skin. The bears are complaining. I mean, my subs have been going up. I mean, whatever. Takes time to grow. You know, I'm patient. Where did they announce they are bankrupt? They literally told you they had substantial doubt about their ability to continue as a going concern. It's right there in the 10Q. Go read it. If I'm going to gamble on a company and management team, it's going to be one that has positive cash flow, but recent hiccups and negative. Something like Intel or Taiwan Semiconductor. In my opinion, those are better bets to survive than freaking Tattooed Chef. Yeah, I don't think you guys realize how bad this is. Can you address your clearly photoshopped evidence? So very quickly, I admit, I confess this. I photoshopped Scott Schaefer's BlockFi link, and I made a video saying Scott Schaefer promoted BlockFi, then deleted it to cover his tracks, and then made fun of other financial YouTubers for doing the same thing. I made it up. I am a liar and a scammer, and I'm going to slap myself in the face right now. Okay. Any chance Tattooed Chef gets bought out by someone? Who knows? I mean, that'll be Jeremy's one last saving grace. Who would buy Tattooed Chef? here's an auditor, a real CPA. The Russian comment was hilarious. Oh, it's Russia's fault, bro. It's not that we're a stupid, unprofitable soy boy trash company with incompetent management. No, it's Russia, man. Oh, my God. 2022-21 was blame China. Now, yeah, I mean, obviously it's Russia's fault. Tattooed Chef almost certainly will be bankrupt within 3 months, or they'll have a massive share issuance. Oh, boy, I can't wait. I can't wait for that day. Man, I am just hammering Lefebvre. Woo! Lefebvre is 3 for 3 on bankruptcies. Voyager Digital, FTX, Tattooed Truckers, Nutsack. I'm going to go check his subscriber count. I bet you it's gone up. I bet you he's got more subscribers because of this. Clown world. Clown world. Who thinks Jeremy's buying the dip? No, actually, Jeremy's got a little devious plan going on, which I'll address shortly if I have time. But Jeremy's starting to change his message, and I'll explain that in another video. Many businesses about to go bankrupt that are under $5 per share. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bag holders should sell before trading fees are more expensive than the value of the investment. Praying for a dead cat bounce. And here's the black pill. Tattooed Chef shareholders, let me give you the black pill here. If Tattooed Chef has some kind of dead cat bounce and it goes up massively for whatever reason, maybe the Fed cuts interest rates to zero, they will dilute at that point and it will crash the stock again. I 100% guarantee it, because Tattooed Chef's management would be stupid not to issue shares after a massive random run up. Do you see what I'm saying? So even if you have some kind of recovery, they will dilute at that point. 100% they'll do it, because that's the only way this company is going to survive. So if Tattooed Chef starts going up, don't celebrate. Why doesn't Lefebvre sell? Is he too proud? He needs his Munger My Unger soy boy boyfriend to tell him to buy more tattooed butt crack. He won't sell because of his pride. 100%. And plus, I've been mocking him, and I think it pisses it really like it. I've really like gotten under his skin, and he wanted to prove me wrong that VT is trash and that Tattooed Chef is a 10x my hen hex stock. And his pride and his bitterness and anger towards me has destroyed him. Well, not really. His channel's probably growing, but whatever. How long are you going to run the Tattooed Chef gravy train? As long as I want. I've been bashing the stock for a year. This is my moment. Why would I not do that? We get it. It's going out of business. You are milking it. Oh, okay. You got me, buddy. Lefebvre sees accounts receivable. If you owe us money, time to pay up. Totally missing the accounts payable line. Jeremy took one class in accounting. Okay? You don't know anything when you take one class in accounting. Even if you have a master's degree in accounting, you don't necessarily know. You need to have real experience in accounting to get good at it. Hey, Chris, start an ETF shorting all the poo-poo stocks, ticker symbol JGP. Jeremy's grifter picks a guaranteed winner. Oh, boy. I wish I could start my own ETF. How much do you bench? More than you, boy. We're still talking about Tattooed Chef. Sheesh. Oh, yes, we are. Yes, we are. I'm milking it. Milk, 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 milk. Strongman, how long you in Vegas? Will you be uploading video? Yeah, I mean, I'll be there a couple of days. I'll upload videos, but they'll be from my phone. I'm not bringing my laptop or anything, so my wife said I couldn't. So they'll just be phone videos. But of course I'll be uploading. I think Jeremy realized just how that Tattooed Chef will go bust. Oh, yeah, he knows. He's finally got it. I look at his dislike ratio, and it's crazy. On the other side, you barely have any dislikes at all. You are close on demolishing his empire of lies. Now's the time you got to apply pressure. Once you see an opportunity with these clowns, you have to attack. You have to attack and attack viciously and without relenting, because that's how you destroy them. If you just let them go and, oh, it's okay, Jeremy, he'll just let Tattooed Chef disappear, and then he'll start buying large cap tech stocks, and then he'll say, oh, see, Tattooed Chef never existed. Watching Lefebvre get destroyed is pretty awesome, considering he claims he knows what he's doing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he definitely knows, man. He's a genius. You're fat and divorced, and you chew carcinogenic dip. No room to accuse of it. See, this guy's a huge fan of Scott Schaefer, but at least I'm not enough of a bussy to, number one, lie about my past. And if somebody ever found out something about me, I wouldn't lie about it. I would just admit it to it like a freaking man. But this guy's a Scott Schaefer fan, and he's like, oh, you're deleting comments. You're manipulating everything. I don't delete comments, and I haven't blocked you, bussy boy. You see that? I still show your comments on here, so why don't you show me some respect? Tattoo Chef, well, Trump announced to run for president leaves us no option but to triple the number of shares. It's Trump's fault. Oh, boy. Woo, boy. Drop those people riding your coattails. Fabio echoes Cole, to name a few. Those bussies tried throwing you under the bus just 30 days ago. Stop feeding them. Noggy's cool. How do they throw me under the bus? He still has 160K. Should sell and put that in an index. He might make half back in 10 years. That's Lefebvre for you. All right, guys, I'm going to close up this video pretty soon. Oh, wait. How many shares of Tattooed Chef can I buy with that? Get your Tattooed Chef views while it's hot. P.S. That's Scott. Yeah, I think it's Scott too. I really do. Thanks for your donation. All right, guys, I'm going to keep laying the hammer on Lefebvre. I'm not going to let up until all this dies down. And if it takes a couple weeks, it takes a couple weeks. With that being said, have a wonderful, delicious day, and I'll see you soon.
Did you do that necessarily in real estate?
Yeah, you.
And your idea for building your portfolio is to load up on Fubo TV.
Business fundamentals for a lot of the companies you talk about are deteriorating.
The guy doesn't know what he's doing.
Jeremy, you can't resist talking about me. I'm starting to think that you're in love with me. And just know that I'm in love with